What is up, everybody? Mr. Hamilton here. Welcome back. So, I just got done seeing Captain America Brave New World, and so this is my review. Make sure you guys stick around to see what I give it a rating. If you guys want to, support the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Anyways, so this movie was good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Do I say Marvel's back? I'm not going to necessarily, go out on a limb and say that, but I will say for the trajectory of Marvel, this new, wave of everything that's coming out, I can definitely see it trending upwards, and they just got to keep going, and we'll be back. I think we've all gotten spoiled with, like Endgame, and everybody thinks this has to be, this big. Everything has to be so big, and this movie really grounded it. Like, we're not dealing with multiverses, we're not dealing with people from other planets, countries, powers, like none of that. Like, it's super grounded, and I think that's what we need. It was a fun movie. It was good. The action was on point. And for people who have a problem with Sam being Captain America, I don't want to hear it. This movie right here did perfect balance of showing him as being Captain America and also being himself, and trying to balance the two, trying to figure out how he's going to do it and not necessarily be a cookie cutter of Cap. With that being said, there was still things that were definitely callbacks to Cap. There was, like the shield flip. There was like the knee to the chest that Cap does. There was things that you could see where it's like he definitely took from Cap's game, but he's also himself. He still has the stuff from Falcon. He's still, you know what I mean? So he's meshing both of them together, but then he's also like trying to evolve in this world where people are looking up to him to be Captain America, but he's also, navigating where people are like, but you're not Steve Rogers. You may be Captain America, but you're not Steve Rogers, And so I really like the way they portray him doing his own thing, this and that. There's also where he, clearly says, I didn't take the serum. And there's also places where he's like, I should have taken the serum. And I like how they battle back and forth with that, because it's like, he's like, man, I didn't want to do it. But then there's fights where he's like, man, I should have did it. But with that being said, also the suit really makes up for him not taking the serum to a certain extent, because he's not out there just getting his ass whooped, and he can, still go toe to toe with obviously the Red Hulk. And people are like, oh, there's no way. But you got to remember that there was Black Widow went toe to toe. I won't say toe to toe, but was able to escape and was able to take hits from him and stuff like that. So there's no reason that he can't. His suit is from Wakanda, so he can take a lot of the, the hits and stuff, because the suit absorbs so much of and turns it into kinetic energy, which I thought was cool. One thing that I did like that they brought in was that he could shoot the little wing things out, because that was something in the comic books and also the animated series, that he could shoot out the little feathers, whatever you want to call them. He could shoot those out, and I like that they added that here. I also like that the thruster really makes up for him not having the strength. It gives him, power to his punches, to his kicks, gives him more speed, not just flying. Like when he's fighting, he can use it to like move fast and get through places. Red Wing was a really dope. Like when he was like, I need help, and he throws the shield and Red Wing catches it and kind of blocks the bullets that he's getting shot from. That was a cool thing. So I really like that. His sidekick was dope. His sidekick was a little unserious, but he also had some serious hacking skills, which I really liked. That he ran point or sidekick for Sam, which was dope. Another thing that I did like about this movie is that they just didn't kill the bad guys. Like Esposito's character didn't die. the Mr. Blue, which is a very good callback to like the beginning of MCU type situation, which I'm glad they brought him back because I remember always wondering what happened to that guy. And years later we find out what happened to him, and I like that they really integrated him into the story. They didn't kill him, so they all can be brought back. So that's one thing that I did like, that they just didn't go around killing all the antagonists or whatever and all the bad guys. They put them in their back pocket, and we're like, okay, we can use them for later. Harrison Ford killed it. I like the callbacks, and like they kind of did the thing where in Iron Man 2 where Rhodey shows up, or Don Cheadle shows up as Rhodes, and he walks in, he's like, oh, it's me, I'm here, get over it. And they kind of did the same thing where I think Sam like goes, oh, I'm liking the new look, or they like made a couple of digs like that where it's kind of like, okay, we're playing like, we get it, so that was cool. And I know there was a lot of people who were saying Red Hulk's only in it for 4 minutes, but the 4 or 5 minutes that he's in it, it goes hard. Like the fight scene between him and Captain America was dope. And that's what I'm saying. The suit allowed him to take those hits, but there's times where you can still see where it's like, it's not enough. And, because you can see the suit starts to malfunction because obviously he's taking hits from a Hulk, like it's going to happen. But the suit holds up enough to let him like fight and everything like that, which was perfect. But the 4 minutes that Hulk's on there, it's perfect. Like we didn't need to see him run around the movie multiple times. Like he's been holding it back for so long and this and that, and finally it comes out. But he also, Sam figures out how to like trigger him and calm him down. So it was actually good, and then it was very entertaining. Like you were like kind of waiting for it to happen. It didn't just give it to you. Waited and waited, and then finally it was like, okay, this is the moment you've been waiting for, and he gives it to you. And the movie and the fight scene's dope, and it's perfect. Loved it. Let's see what else. Let's see about things that I did not like. I didn't like that we didn't get the Marvel logo that we're used to. I did like I didn't not necessarily not like the way that was intro, but I did miss that. Some of you could see the reshoots. You could definitely see the reshoots. You could see where like the green screen was heavily in effect, which wasn't bad. I think the shorter runtime was perfect. It didn't feel like it was too long. They definitely did a good balance between action and non-action. There was one thing that I wanted. Oh, one thing that I did want to know is how did he take an axe and a knife to the chest and to the stomach? And I think he got shot like without no suit or nothing like that, and he survived it. Definitely was questioning that. I can't really say that there was a lot that I didn't like about this movie. I can't really think of what I didn't like. But yeah, like I said, it was entertaining. It was good. It wasn't bad. Like I've definitely seen bad Marvel movies. This was actually really decent. It wasn't. For me, it was better than I thought it was going to be. I didn't go in there with like the highest of hopes, but it definitely was like, okay, I like this. There's definitely a cameo of somebody that's like, okay, that's deserved. Like we didn't have any like not now necessary cameos. Like I said, everything was real grounded in this. So that was definitely good. Do I suggest you guys go see it? Of course. It's a Marvel movie. Go check it out. For the haters that just want to hate on everything for no reason, yeah, y'all kind of lost me on this one. I don't understand why y'all calling this mid, this and that. Like I said, we've been spoiled that everything has to be grand and we need 50 cameos and we need all this massive, like, no, we don't need all that. Like, we're going back to basics. We're going back to basics with this. And I think from here on, what happens now is going to set the trajectory of Marvel. Oh, one thing that I didn't like is that we don't know what's coming. Like, we see all these trailers and stuff, but we don't know what the future is. The end credits of this, dude's like, oh, you want to protect your world and this and that. And he's like, you think you're the only world out there. Well, what's going to happen when you and your friends have to protect the world from the others? And it's like, who's that? What are we talking about? I wish they would have like name dropped something. That's the only thing that I didn't like, I guess. But yeah, so my personal official rating of Captain America: Brave New World is 8 out of 10. It wasn't, oh my goodness, this is amazing. No, it wasn't amazing. It didn't suck. It was a good time. It was entertaining. Uh, it was better than what I thought it was going to be. And so, yeah, so I give it 8 out of 10. So, you guys, if you guys seen it, let me know in the comments. Hopefully, you guys have seen it and you're not just sitting here getting spoiled by everything. But if you guys did see it, hop in the comments. Let me know what you guys thought of this movie. What did you like? What didn't you like? What was your favorite part? And yeah, let's start a conversation. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I like good dialogue, good argument. If you don't like it, give me good reasons. Don't just say you didn't like it because you want to be on that bandwagon. Yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed my review. I want to do more of these. If you guys want to support the channel, your best way, hit the subscribe button. It's free. I appreciate you guys. So yeah, you already know. Thank you guys for joining me on the couch. Once again, guys, I'm Mr. Hamilton. Peace.